From Simon & Schuster Audio.
Wife for Hire by Janet Evanovich. Performed by C.J. Critt. Chapter 1. At the turn of the century, the Big Mount Brick Company hired new arrivals from Eastern Europe to work in the New Jersey clay pits. The immigrants settled in the company town of Big Mount and in the neighboring town of Riverside, building modest brick and frame houses on small lots. They kept their streets and windows clean, built bars on every corner, and poured time and money into the construction of their churches. 5 generations later, the population had been Americanized somewhat, but Riverside was still a blue-collar town with clean windows. The Russian Orthodox women still brought their bread to the church to be blessed, and the Polish National Hall was still booking weddings. Ever since Maggie Toone was a little girl, she'd wanted to hold her wedding reception in the Polish National Hall. The country club in Jamesburg was prettier, and any number of area restaurants more comfortable. But the P.N.A. Hall had a paste-wax dance floor that was smooth and dusty. It whispered during the slow numbers and thumped like a heartbeat when the stout ladies came out to polka. The hall was a place for weddings, Christmas parties, and silver anniversaries. It was as much a part of Maggie's childhood as braids, cream of tomato soup, and the sound of the freight train clattering through town in the middle of the night. Over the years, the hall had lost none of its appeal to Maggie. She couldn't say the same about marriage. It wasn't that she was against the institution. It was more that she didn't have time to seek it out. Finding a husband seemed like a real pain in the neck, especially now that her life was at a crossroads. She sat at the head of the picnic table, staring at the chocolate cake. She gave a silent groan. It was the beginning of July, and it was 92 degrees, and the cake was ablaze with 27 candles and one for good luck. The candles were melting the frosting. Molten candle wax slithered in red, yellow, and blue streams across the top of the cake, spilling over the sides and collecting in small pools on the cake plate. Ordinarily, Maggie loved birthday parties, especially.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?